My child, I see the weight you are carrying right now, even the parts you try to hide from the world. I see the silent battles you don't speak about, the thoughts you keep buried deep within your heart. I see the moments when you smile in front of others, pretending everything is fine, while inside you feel a quiet emptiness that no one else seems to notice. You have been holding so much for so long, and sometimes it feels like no one truly understands the depth of what you are going through. But I understand. You have been strong for longer than you realize, stronger than most people could ever imagine. There were nights when you lay awake, staring into the darkness, wondering how much more you could take. Nights when the silence felt louder than any noise, when your heart felt heavy with questions that had no answers. You have faced moments when giving up seemed easier than continuing, moments when the pain felt too overwhelming to carry. And yet, you didn't quit. Even when your heart was tired and your spirit felt weak, you kept going. Even when nothing around you made sense, when everything felt uncertain and confusing, you still chose to believe that something better was ahead. Even when you felt completely alone, like no one was standing beside you, you kept moving forward, step by step. That strength within you, it did not go unnoticed. I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone could see it. I have heard every silent prayer you whispered in your weakest moments. I have felt every ounce of pain you carried while still choosing to rise each day and face the world again. And I want you to know something deeply important. I am proud of you. Not just for the victories that others can see, but for the battles you fought in silence, for the times you chose to keep going when everything inside you wanted to stop, for the courage you showed even when fear surrounded you. You may not give yourself enough credit, but your resilience is something powerful. What you don't understand yet is this: you are not breaking down, you are breaking through. It may feel like everything is falling apart, like the pieces of your life are scattered and impossible to put back together. But this is not destruction. It is transformation. The pain you feel right now is not here to end your story. It is here to reshape it. It is preparing you for something greater than you can currently see. Growth is not always gentle. Sometimes it comes through discomfort, through challenges that push you beyond your limits. Sometimes it feels like loss, like confusion, like everything you once depended on is slipping away. But in those very moments, something new is being built within you. A stronger heart, a wiser mind, a deeper understanding of who you truly are. I am preparing you for something bigger than your current situation, something that requires a version of you that is stronger, braver, and more grounded than before. And that is why things have not been easy. That is why certain doors have closed even when you desperately wanted them to stay open. That is why some plans did not unfold the way you expected. That is why some people walked away even when you thought they would always be there. It was not to hurt you. It was to protect you. It was to redirect you. It was to make space for what truly belongs in your life. Because where I am taking you, not everyone can go with you. Some people were only meant to be part of a chapter, not the entire story. Some paths were only meant to teach you something, not to be your final destination. And even though letting go has been painful, it is necessary for where you are headed. You may feel lost right now, like you are standing in the middle of uncertainty with no clear direction. You may question whether you are on the right path, whether things will ever come together again. But hear this clearly. You are not lost. You are being redirected. Every delay, every disappointment, every moment of confusion is guiding you towards something better. Even when you cannot see it, there is a purpose behind what you are experiencing. There is a plan unfolding step by step, even in the moments that feel unclear. Trust this moment. Trust the process, even when it is uncomfortable. Trust the timing, even when it feels slow. Trust that what is meant for you will not miss you, no matter how far away it may seem right now. You are closer than you think, closer to clarity, closer to peace, closer to the breakthrough you have been waiting for. One day, you will look back at this period of your life and understand why everything had to happen the way it did. You will see how every challenge shaped you, how every loss made room for something better, how every moment of doubt led you to a stronger sense of faith, and it will all make sense. But for now, just keep going. Take one step at a time. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need to carry the weight of tomorrow all at once. Just focus on moving forward, even if the steps feel small. I am with you in every moment, in your strength and in your weakness, in your certainty and in your doubt, in your joy and in your pain. You are not alone, even when it feels like you are. And this chapter you are in right now, it is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of something greater. So hold on, because soon everything will start to make sense. My child, even when you don't see me working, I am. In the quiet moments, in the pauses that feel empty, in the delays that test your patience, I am there, moving in ways you cannot yet understand. Just because something is not visible does not mean it is not happening. There are processes unfolding beyond your sight, pieces being arranged with care and precision, all for a purpose that will soon become clear to you. There are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot see yet. While you are focusing on what feels stuck or uncertain, I am aligning people, opportunities, and moments just for you. Every connection is being carefully placed. Every door is being prepared at the right time. Every step is leading you closer to where you are meant to be, even if the path does not look the way you expected. You may think nothing is changing, but so much is shifting beneath the surface. Every delay you experienced had a purpose. I know it didn't feel that way in the moment. It felt frustrating, it felt confusing, it may have even felt unfair. You asked why things weren't moving faster, why your efforts didn't bring immediate results, why certain opportunities slipped away just when you thought they were yours. But I was protecting you. I was keeping you from situations that would have drained you, from paths that would not have fulfilled you, from outcomes that were not aligned with your true purpose. What you saw as missed chances were, in reality, moments of divine protection. I was shielding you from what you could not see. I was preparing you. There were lessons you needed to learn, strength you needed to build, and wisdom you needed to gain before stepping into what is meant for you. If everything had come to you too soon, you might not have recognized its value. You might not have been ready to sustain it, to grow with it, or to handle the responsibilities that come with it. So I allowed time to do its work within you. I was positioning you. Even when it felt like you were standing still, you were being moved into the right place at the right time. Sometimes positioning does not look like progress. Sometimes it feels like waiting, like being held in a place where nothing seems to be happening. But in that waiting, everything is being arranged perfectly. Sometimes what you call a setback is actually a setup for something greater. What felt like a loss was making room for something better. What felt like rejection was guiding you toward acceptance elsewhere. What felt like failure was teaching you what you needed to succeed in the future. Nothing you experienced was wasted. Every moment had meaning, even if you could not see it at the time. You wanted things to happen quickly. You wanted answers right away, results without delay, clarity without confusion. And that desire is natural. But if things had happened back then in the way and time you wanted, you wouldn't be ready to handle them now. Growth takes time. Strength takes time. Understanding takes time. And timing is not just about when something happens, it is about who you are when it happens. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown even through your struggles. You have become stronger even through your doubts. And that is why timing matters. My timing is perfect, even when it does not match your expectations. I see what you cannot see. I know what lies ahead. I understand how each moment connects to the next. What feels delayed to you is actually right on time in the bigger picture. I know you have been waiting. I know you have been praying, asking for clarity, asking for direction, asking for change. I have heard every word, even the ones you did not say out loud. I have felt the sincerity of your heart, the hope, my child. There are things in your life that you must release, even if your heart hesitates to do so. I see the attachments you still carry, the weight of memories, emotions, and experiences that have stayed with you longer than they were meant to. Some of these things once gave you comfort, some once made you feel safe, and some became part of your identity over time. But now they are no longer serving the person you are becoming. Old pain still lingers within you, quietly shaping your thoughts and reactions. You may not always notice it, but it shows up in the way you guard your heart, in the way you doubt yourself, in the way you hesitate to fully trust again. That pain had its place. It taught you, it strengthened you, but it was never meant to stay forever. Holding on to it now only keeps you tied to moments that have already passed. Old habits are also holding you back, patterns you have repeated without realizing how deeply they affect your path. Habits formed out of fear, out of survival, out of uncertainty. They once helped you cope, but now they limit your growth. You cannot step into a new life while repeating the same cycles that belong to your past. Old relationships, too, are part of what you must release. I know this is one of the hardest things for you. Some people meant a great deal to you. They were part of your journey, part of your story, part of your growth. You shared moments, laughter, pain, and connection with them. But not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay forever. Some connections were temporary, even if they felt permanent at the time. You cannot carry your past into the future I have prepared for you. The future ahead of you requires space, space for new experiences, new people, new opportunities, and a new version of yourself. If your hands are full of what no longer belongs, you will not be able to receive what is meant for you. It's time to let go. I know it's not easy. Letting go rarely is. It requires courage to release something familiar, even when it is no longer good for you. It requires strength to walk away from what once felt right. It requires faith to believe that something better is waiting, even when you cannot yet see it. Some things meant a lot to you. They were part of your happiest moments, your deepest emotions, your most meaningful experiences. And that is why it feels difficult to release them. You are not just letting go of things, you are letting go of what they represented. Some people were important to you. They played roles in your life that shaped who you are today. They taught you lessons, whether through love or through challenges. And even if they are no longer meant to walk beside you, their impact remains within you. Some memories still live in your heart. They come back to you in quiet moments, reminding you of what once was. And there is nothing wrong with remembering. But there is a difference between remembering and holding on. Holding on is what slows you down. When you cling to the past, you keep yourself anchored to a version of life that no longer exists. You prevent yourself from fully stepping into the present. You create resistance against the changes that are meant to guide you forward. You are evolving. Every experience you have gone through has been shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more aware version of yourself. You are not the same person you used to be, and that is a good thing. Growth means change, and change often requires release. Not everything is meant to grow with you. Some people were only part of your chapter, not your entire story. They were meant to walk with you for a certain time, to teach you something, to share a part of your journey. But their role was never meant to last forever. Holding on to them beyond their time only creates pain. Some struggles were only lessons, not permanent situations. They came into your life to teach you resilience, patience, and understanding. But they were never meant to define your future. You were meant to rise beyond them, not remain within them. Let go without anger. You do not need to carry resentment for what is past. Anger only keeps you tied to the very things you are trying to release. Choose peace instead. Choose to free your heart from the weight of bitterness. Let go without regret. Do not look back and wish things had been different. Everything happened the way it needed to for reasons that contributed to your growth. Even the painful moments had purpose. Regret will not change the past, but acceptance will set you free. Let go with faith. Trust that what is leaving your life is making space for something better. Trust that you are being guided towards what truly aligns with your purpose. Trust that you are not losing anything that is meant to stay. Because when you release what no longer serves you, you create space. Space for something healthier, connections that bring peace instead of confusion, relationships that support your growth instead of holding you back. Space for something stronger, a deeper sense of self, a clearer understanding of your path, a stronger foundation for your future. Space for what is meant for your purpose. What is meant for you will not require you to hold on to pain. It will not ask you to stay in situations that drain you. It will not make you feel like you are losing yourself. What is meant for you will feel right, not just in moments, but in its foundation. You are not losing anything important. You are making room. Making room for what truly belongs in your life. Making room for experiences that uplift you, for people who value you, for opportunities that match your growth. Making room for the life you are meant to live. Trust me in this process. Even when it feels uncertain, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when you feel like you are letting go of too much, trust that there is a greater plan unfolding for you. I see the full picture, even when you can only see a small part of it. What's coming into your life is not random. It is intentional. It is prepared. It is meant for you. But in order to receive it, you must be willing to release what no longer belongs. So take a deep breath and let go. Let go of the weight. Let go of the past. Let go of what is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. Because what's coming is worth everything you had to leave behind.
My child, you have been asking, when will things change? I have heard that question echo through your thoughts more times than you can count. In quiet moments, in restless nights, in the spaces where hope and doubt meet, you have wondered when the shift would finally come. You have looked at your life and searched for signs, questioned the timing, and sometimes even questioned yourself. The answer is soon. Very soon. The shift you have been waiting for is already beginning, even if you cannot fully see it yet. Change does not always arrive with loud announcements. Sometimes it begins quietly, beneath the surface, in ways that are easy to overlook. But make no mistake, things are already moving in your favor. Opportunities will come unexpectedly, appearing when you least expect them. Moments that seem ordinary will suddenly carry significance. A conversation, a chance encounter, a new idea. These will not be random. They will be part of something greater unfolding in your life. Doors will open at the right time. Not too early, not too late, but exactly when you are ready to walk through them. Some of these doors will be ones you have been hoping for, praying for, waiting on. Others may surprise you, leading you in directions you had not even considered, but each one will carry purpose. People will enter your life with intention. Not everyone, but the right ones. Those who align with your growth, who support your journey, who bring clarity instead of confusion. These connections will not feel forced. They will feel natural, meaningful, and aligned with who you are becoming. Everything is aligning. Even the things that once felt disconnected are coming together. The struggles, the delays, the lessons, all of it is forming a path that is leading you forward. What once seemed like separate pieces are now part of a bigger picture. But you must be ready. This is your moment to rise into the version of yourself that can receive what is coming. Preparation is not just about external circumstances. It's about your mindset, your confidence, your belief in yourself. Do not doubt yourself now. not after everything you have been through, not after all the strength you have shown. Doubt will try to creep in, telling you that you are not ready, that you are not capable, that you are not enough. But those thoughts are not the truth. You are ready. Do not question your worth now. You have spent too much time underestimating yourself, comparing yourself, wondering if you deserve the things you desire. Let that go. You do not need to prove your worth. You already have it. Do not allow fear to stop you now. Fear will always exist in moments of change. It will try to make you hesitate, to make you step back instead of forward. But fear is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you are stepping into something new, something bigger. Move forward anyway. You deserve the blessings that are coming. Yes, you. Not someone else, not someone more perfect, more confident, or more prepared. You. You with your past, your struggles, your growth, your journey. You are not disqualified because of where you have been. In fact, everything you have been through has prepared you for what is coming. I have seen your struggles. I have seen the moments when things felt too heavy, when you wondered how you would continue. I have seen the challenges that tested your patience and the obstacles that made you question your path. I have seen your patience. Even when it was difficult, even when waiting felt endless, you held on. You did not always understand the timing, but you chose to keep going anyway. I have seen your faith. Even in moments of doubt, there was still a part of you that believed, a quiet voice within you that said, keep going. And that faith, no matter how small it felt at times, has brought you to this point. And now it's time for your reward. Not just in material things, but in peace, in clarity, in opportunities that align with your purpose. The season you are entering is different. It carries a new energy, a new direction, a new beginning. But remember this, when your life starts to improve, stay humble. Do not forget where you came from. Do not let success change your heart. Let it deepen your gratitude, not your pride. Humility will keep you grounded no matter how high you rise. When things start going your way, stay grateful. Gratitude will open even more doors for you. It will keep your perspective clear and your heart full. Do not take the blessings for granted. Acknowledge them, appreciate them, and honor them. Because when you finally receive what you prayed for, do not forget me. Do not let comfort replace connection. Do not let success distract you from the faith that carried you through your hardest moments. Stay connected, stay aware, stay thankful. Because the same faith that brought you here will keep you there. It's not just about reaching a new level. It's about sustaining it, growing within it, and continuing to walk in alignment with your purpose. Your life is about to change, in ways you have hoped for and in ways you haven't even imagined yet. The shift will become visible, the clarity will come, the path will open. So be ready. Open your heart, strengthen your belief, step forward with confidence, because what you have been waiting for is no longer far away.
My child, this is your moment. Not a moment from the past, not a moment waiting somewhere far in the future, but this very moment you are standing in right now. It may not look extraordinary on the surface. It may feel quiet, even uncertain, but within it holds the beginning of something powerful. A new chapter is opening for you, and whether you fully realize it or not, you are standing at the threshold of transformation. A new chapter is beginning. This chapter will not be like the ones before it. It carries new energy, new opportunities, and a new version of you. But in order to fully step into it, there are things you must be willing to leave behind. You cannot bring everything from your past into this new season. Leave behind the doubts. Those thoughts that tell you that you are not good enough, not ready enough, not capable enough, release them. They were never the truth. They were only reflections of your fears and past experiences. You have outgrown them now. Doubt will only try to keep you small, to keep you from stepping into what you are meant to become. Leave behind the fear. Fear may feel familiar, but it is not your home. It has followed you through moments of uncertainty, whispering reasons why you should hold back, why you should not take risks, why you should stay where it feels safe. But growth does not happen in comfort. You are being called to move beyond fear, not by eliminating it completely, but by choosing courage in spite of it. Leave behind the version of you that kept holding back. There was a time when you needed to be cautious, when you needed to protect yourself, when holding back felt necessary. But that version of you is no longer who you are. You have grown. You have learned. You have become stronger. And now it is time to step forward fully, without hesitation. Step into your new life with confidence. Confidence is not about having no fear. It is about trusting yourself enough to move forward anyway. It is about believing that you are capable, even when you don't have all the answers. Walk into this new chapter knowing that you are equipped with everything you need. You are stronger now. Stronger because of everything you have endured. Stronger because you did not give up, even when things felt impossible. Your strength is not just in your ability to survive. It's in your ability to keep moving forward, to keep believing, to keep growing. You are wiser now. Every experience has taught you something. Every mistake has given you insight. Every challenge has shown you what you are capable of. You understand things now that you did not understand before, and that wisdom will guide you as you move ahead. You are ready now. Even if a part of you still feels uncertain, deep within you there is a readiness that has been built over time. You have been prepared step by step, moment by moment for this very point in your life. Everything you went through had a purpose. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted. Every tear you shed, every delay you experienced, every struggle you faced, it was all